Something that I just every day doing more research and trying to get more understanding of doing what it is that I do, I just come to realize the more that we as people try to do something that someone else is doing, the more that we try to do what we see we like someone's doing, the more that we try to act like them, the more frustration that I just know you're going to run into. My name is Mark Anthony DeBose Jr. and I was born July 4th of 1986. And just interesting trends go on today that I just noticed it's different today than even like 3-4 years ago. That we're just stuck on this, I want to do what they do and I want to even like look like what they look like. Thinking that that's going to be able to like satisfy, bring something to you, be able to do something great for you. When I'm going to tell you, trying to be like somebody else is going to absolutely destroy you. Because for one, you're setting false expectations of your own self and then to other people about you in your future to come. Because if you're trying to be like somebody, you can't continue to be that forever. You can only do that for a short-term amount of time. And then you're going to end up going back and molding into who you actually are. And then when you are with somebody, say you're romantically with somebody, that you decide that I want to be like this person because I know that that's how to be able to get to girl. And then you give it some time, give it some time, give it some time. You can't keep up with that. You can't make yourself continue to do that. And then that person starts to say like, wow, you're not what I meant. And this doesn't, only guys and only girls, but both of us on the both sides seem to do this quite often to try and say, get what it is that we're looking for, that we do and act and portray a way to try and get and gain. And then when we can't hold up with it, it leads to destruction because now we're in that concept and that situation where it's like, oh, he changed or she changed. And sometimes we say that and we hear that from other people and we're just like, no, something's wrong with you. You just can't this and can't that. But yet maybe it is just that person is changing in a way that's not changing for better, but just change back into who they actually are. And then you realize that's not who you thought that person was and you run into a very, very sticky situation. But for me, the more and more I just keep on walking and going and doing and seeing and talking to people, the more I just have a good understanding of the concept of what a new trend today that goes on that I greatly appreciate this. But at first when I heard it, I was like, I don't know. But how every single woman out here, lady out here, girl out here, tries to call themselves like, I'm a 10, I'm perfect, I'm this, I'm the best of the best, I'm the top notch. And I used to be like, I don't know about that. But in reality today, I just felt like I have a revelation that you are. Everyone on this planet is perfect for themselves and for who they are. And I'm going to tell you this one here right now, because I thought of this when I was just looking at a tree. I was looking at a tree on just saying like, the tree is perfect. And it may not be as good looking or as the one next to it, but it itself is perfect in its own uniqueness and the way it is and what it is and what it's all about. That it has its own way of living and its own way of being, its own upbringing to be able to be what it is, that it is perfect. And nature is perfect. And us human beings, we're not perfect in behavior, but we're born and created perfect for how we are and what we're supposed to look like and how we're supposed to be. Our behavior is we're working on ourselves. We're constantly trying to gain and get better. But the most interesting thing is something that I look at when I see a tree. I look at a specific tree. Let's go on trees and not people. But I look at a specific tree and I'm like, I like that. Whereas you may look at that same one and say, Mark, that thing's ugly. Like it's falling over. It's got this issue. It's got that issue. But for me, I'm like, I don't know what it is, but that is just the coolest of the coolest. So for me, that tree is a top notch. I want that around. I want that in my life. I want that always around me at all times. Whereas the next person's just going to pass on it. So that's why I can say and strongly stand up and say that you just be who you are. And I'm telling you, someone is going to come along and is just going to absolutely appreciate that and want you and look at you as you are that perfect, regardless of what the rest of the world is saying about it. That there may be some actresses and actors on this planet where someone say that is a beautiful person. But there's other people on this planet that look at that same person and is like, I see what you're saying, but that's just like, he's just kind of, the way his hair grows in his beard, it's just, I don't like it. And that's with everything on this planet, that we should stop trying to be the same as somebody else, thinking that that's going to be able to give us the the person or the item that we're looking for to come along and be around us. And why y'all fighting back there? And that's something that a lot of us really need to start to take good understanding of, because the more and more that you try to be somebody else, the more that you're setting false and not real expectations out to the world about what it is of who you are and what you want. And you're going to end up in absolute disasters every single time, over and over and over, because you're striving to be something that is in reality not real. Because if you want to be something that you're not, that's not real. That's a fictitious character that you're now creating and making up. And there's just no way. There's just no way. There may be a way, but there's just no way that you're going to be able to keep up and keep this fictitious character going forever for the remainder of your life. Some people, I can say, probably do that. But that's going to be the rare occasion. And we can't just live our lives off the exceptions and the rarities. We got to live our lives off of what the norm is and what the general rule of thumb is going on. And that's something that I just know a lot of us need to just kind of, the best way I can say it, just grow up and just have a good understanding that you are who you are and you are the best that you need to possibly be already. And then you can better yourself to want to do more, be stronger, firmer, be able to deal with more. But how you are, your appearance wise and what you look like and what everything about you, you're awesome. You're perfect in my opinion, in God's eyes of how you look and what you are, because you are created to be the way that you are created. We just get messed up as a people when we just I want to look like her because she seems to get more guys and gets the guys that I think that I want. So I'm going to dress like her, try to talk like her, try to get surgery like to look like her and do all that you're just setting yourself up for lie after lie after lie. Like, I need these certain look, I need this certain makeup, I need this certain eyelashes, I need this certain hair, I need this certain hairdo, I need this certain suit on, I need these certain shoes to wear, I need this certain anything like that, then I'll be able to get. And then if I just lose this weight here, and then I'll be able to find. And if I just get more confident with myself, and then the people will come to me. And it's like, the people will come to you right here, right now, right this second, if you just be yourself and you just be open with who you are and what you're all about. I'm telling you, when you just throw that honesty out to the world is going to bring every and anything that you're looking for to you, because honesty is the most greatest thing to be able to have. And when you start to put all of these fake things and these fake items and this fake stuff and this fake show and this show boating and all this stuff, all you're going to get is fakeness back to you. And then you start to wonder, like, I look a certain way, so I feel like I should get. And then when you do get, you realize the things that you get are trash, garbage, no good, just absolutely horrible for you. Just disaster after disaster after disaster. And you just run into, why does this keep happening to me? And then you just have to, I'm telling you, look at yourself and what yourself is, what yourself putting out to the world and what you're thinking. Because what you're doing, if you're trying to mask who you are, if you're trying to put on stuff to make yourself look a certain way that looks like somebody else, the world sees that. Even though you don't see that, you don't understand that, the world sees that. And the world is going to give back to you what you're displaying out. So if you're dressed a certain way, and you're just like, I don't understand why I'm just meeting these guys that just want to always hook up with me all the time. It's because what you're displaying to the world, that I don't care if I'm an independent and I can do what I want and be how I want, but you're going to attract a certain level of person to you over and over. And that person that you're attracting is not what you want, because that person that's looking at you knows that you're not putting out who you actually are. So you're always going to be in a mismatch. It's just never going to line up until the day that you just stand up and say, I'm who I am. And when you start to be strong and be firm with knowing that I'm who I am, I'm telling you, I almost do promise you this. And this, because this is just promises in that Bible that are absolutely phenomenal. That he just promises you that you're going to get what it is that you're looking for. But when you want to be shifty, you want to be shady, you want to kind of hide around a little bit, you want to dance up, you want to say some false things and shady things and mismatchy things are going to constantly keep coming to you. And that's just the reality of life, people. That's just what this world is. That's just how everything is. What you put out is what you're going to get. If you put out fake, you're going to get fake. If you put out real, real's coming. If you put out hard work's coming to you. If you put out weakness and laziness and weakness is going to come to you. That's how this world works. That's how everything functions with what it is that we do. And that's why it's weird to some people to just see other people do some things and you're just like, how are you doing that? How are you getting that? Because they are truly putting themselves out there. They're just making it happen. I'm just out and doing what it is that I'm doing, and I don't care. And a lot of times it gets even greater and better when you put yourself out there and you say, I don't even care. I don't care what you have to even say. I'm going to keep on doing it, even if it looks stupid, even if it's silly. Even if you got a guy that's standing here in front of a couple hundred chickens inside of a ghetto rigged chicken coop that I put together. That's just, I don't know how it's, I don't build solid structures. I don't know how to do the roofs and all that yet. But it's still here. It's still going. And it's just like, I don't care. I don't care what you think about what it is that I do with this. I don't care that you even get mad at me for me saying, I eat this. This is my food. I don't care. And I'm going to, this is delicious. This is food here, right here. And I don't care. And you're going to start noticing that certain people on this planet that just do what they do and not caring what someone else has to say, regardless if they say, oh, that's nasty. Oh, I wouldn't do that and that. I don't want to be a part of that. And, oh, you eat meat and you kill animals. You're ruthless and you're mean. If I would not keep doing that, if I would not keep showing that, if I would not keep sharing that, if I would not keep experiencing that myself, I would be setting false reality out to the world. And then what would keep coming to me? It's what I've already had my entire life, is false stuff coming to me. And that's something that I just noticed is a little shift and a little change in my life from the things that I do on my day-to-day, that I no longer am going to hide what it is that I have. I'm no longer going to try and shut down certain things that I have, that I'm just upfront and just out in the open about it, and it just is what it is. And I've noticed my life is smooth, it's easy, it's relaxed, it's comfortable. It's like relaxing in a way that I don't have to like feel like I'm dancing around what I'm doing and what I'm saying and where I'm going. That I just go and I just get it done. I just make it happen. And that's a blessing, I feel like, to be on this planet, to be able to do such a thing. Because I'm telling you, hey, Oreo, let's get away from the cows. I feel like every single time that I would always be trying to not say the right thing or trying to hold back a certain term or certain way, that I would run into situations. And then I was putting that falseness out, and then that falseness would come to me. And for me personally, man, I've been married twice and I've been divorced twice. And I realized in both of those that I was putting out fakeness to both of them. And then in going through it, and I realized I didn't appreciate who I had because I didn't appreciate who I was. And that was just a cycle that would constantly keep happening over and over and over until I had to just stop and just say, what is it that I'm doing? What is it that's going on? What is it that's happening? And then for me, it just had to be a good understanding of knowing that sometimes, in some situations, in some places, you just gotta stop. You just gotta look at yourself and just say, I'm good to go. I'm awesome. I'm great. I'm amazing. I'm wonderful. I'm the best of the best. Can't nobody be where I'm at. And just know that for your own self. Regardless of what you see someone doing, you're always, this isn't always, you're always gonna see someone doing something better than what it is that you're doing. But you have to have it in you and have the good understanding of knowing that I'm doing what I can with my abilities, with my work, with my everything with me, and I'm doing the best I can right here, right now. And you should always be doing the best at everything that you have around you. And when you start doing that, you're gonna start realizing that your world and your life is gonna start to become just better and just absolutely amazing. Because you're not focused on, I need to compete with that. I gotta catch up with that. I gotta look as pretty as that. I gotta be as cool as that. I gotta be as strong as that. You're not gonna do that. You're just gonna do you. And then when you do you, people are gonna look at you like, wow, that's pretty interesting. I like that. I want to talk to that because he doesn't care. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. She's out here just doing what she's doing, not focused on this and all that and trying to look like the rest and look like the best. I'm telling you, and I'm guaranteeing you, and I'm promising you, because these are all the guarantees and promises that God gives us. You be true. You be honest. You be whole. You be complete yourself to the world. The world is going to give that back to you. And with that, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for this weekend has been very, very interesting weekend, very, very complex weekend, a very eye-opening weekend, a weekend that really just kind of put me in just me looking at my stuff, looking at what it is that I'm doing and looking at my situation. Instead of looking at, I could watch videos of people working their dogs and doing what they're doing and all day long. I could watch other people's raising their animals and just say, wow, that's awesome, that's amazing. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I get there, but I was just like looking at what I have and looking at what I'm doing and just saying like, thank you. Thank you, because what I have and what I'm doing is absolutely incredible to me. To you, you may say, oh, that's not quite what I want. That's not quite what I need. And I'm just so thankful to be in a position to just say, I don't care what you have to say about it. I really like what it is that I'm doing. And that is why I'm going to continue to keep doing what it is that I'm doing, because I really like it. And shutting out everything out there and just focus on what I'm doing. And then this weekend, I just noticed that I had a few shows that I put on, because when I don't care what you have to say and I don't care what you do and I just do what I do, it's much smoother. And then I have more concentration to be able to focus on what I'm doing without having the need of like, I look stupid or this or that. And it's just, it's an absolute blessing to be able to be in a lifestyle and a mindset like that. And I'm just so thankful to just know the one way to be able to start getting what it is that you want and start having what it is that you want is to start to present yourself as being who you are, and stop trying to present some fakeness out here. Stop trying to be like somebody else and act like somebody else, but be yourself, because yourself is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's perfect. Your behavior, we got issues. We're not perfect in our behavior, but your image and how you talk and the way you talk and the way you walk and the way you do everything, the way your hair grows, everything about you is perfect on this world. And you should always know that and think that about yourself. Don't think of yourself as I'm some lesser than and I'm some no good then. Because if you do, that's what's gonna come to you. That's always gonna come to you. But if you stand up like I'm who I am and I am what I am, I'm telling you, that's what's gonna come to you. And I'm just so blessed to be in a position to know that that is something that is so powerful on this planet. That if you look less of yourself, I'm telling you, you are to the world. The world is gonna treat you less. But if you think highly of yourself, you think strong of yourself, the world is going to reflect that and be something great for you. I hope y'all have a great week and a great day and a great night and a great month. I think we got a new month shifting over soon enough. So yeah, soon enough at some point. But I don't know what it is, but something in me today has really just changed a lot in the way that I think and I look at the world, because I just keep seeing the same stuff over and over. And when I keep seeing the same stuff, it makes me think like, y'all is hurting. People are hurting on this planet because you don't know how to be yourself anymore, that you need to be somebody else. And I want to just say that you good to go. And I hope that you know that you're good to go. And you awesome. Don't try to be anything different or try to show anything different. Just be yourself. Just be yourself.